Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, please welcome our local area emergency vehicles, our first responders who lay it on the line for our safety. Bellevue's fire and rescue are tops in training, response, and emergency preparedness for the Bellevue community. They respond in mutual aid to Offutt, our community partner, along with other communities along our borders. Our Bellevue Police Department provides the citizens of our community with a safe place to live, work, and play.
Thank you, guys. And they do an awful lot to help organize this event. They were out bright and early this morning. The police department was, and the fire department were, getting our flag set up, getting the streets closed off, making sure this is a safe event for the public to come out and enjoy. We want to say thanks for that. I think they also had some assistance this morning from the volunteer group, the Viper Squad. This morning I saw some of those guys out dark 30 this morning helping get the parade route set up. We enjoy excellent services from our city, our police, fire, and rescue here. The kind of thing that you never think about and you never want to have to think about, but when it happens, they're always there and always willing to sacrifice for us. So we thank them for coming out this morning. And we also want to take a quick moment to remind everybody that the Bellevue Chamber of Commerce sponsors a lot of different events throughout the year, including not just this parade. One of the next events they've got coming up is Operation Holiday Cheer, which the Bellevue Chamber coordinates with Offutt, where volunteers assemble holiday gift bags for enlisted personnel living in the dormitories at Offutt Air Force Base. They fill them with candy, healthy snacks, coffee, those sort of things, and then they deliver them really early in the morning out there at the dormitories. I've done it a time or two. It's awfully fun. A lot of these young airmen and women are spending their first holidays away from home. Many of them have just arrived at Offutt from, basic training and tech school, and this is their first assignment away from home at the holidays. And a lot of them are just getting up and going to work. A lot of them are coming in from night shifts, coming off the flight line, working all night. And volunteers from this community are there to show their support for these young men and women who are serving our nation by just giving them a little something and saying thank you and brightening their day. And so if you want to contact the Chamber and become a part of Operation Holiday Cheer, contact the Bellevue Chamber at 402-898-3000, or if you want to provide something that they can give in the gift bags. I'm sure the Chamber would appreciate all the support they can get. It really is a fun event and makes these young men and women here feel like they're really a part of this community, and goes a long way.
I'd also like to give a shout out to the Bible Truth Ministries. Being in the military, whenever we have these formations, if this thing starts at 10, it's just ingrained in the military to be there like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
So
this is true.
We'd like to thank the Bible Truth Ministries. They've been in Old Town Bellevue for over 19 years, and they're out here providing the active duty and military veterans free coffee out here. So thank you to the Bible Truth Ministries.
Yeah, good folks. And I thought I got here early this morning. They were already here before I got here. So we want to say thanks to you guys. Appreciate it. showing their support for our veterans and our military community. It's one of the things that you find about Bellevue is people come out and support these folks, and you've been stationed to other parts of the world. It's kind of a special thing here.
Definitely, definitely. All right, near and dear to me since I work at STRATCOM, here's the United States Strategic Command Joint Color Guard. They're the first marching unit of the day. It's made up of STRATCOM's finest members of the Army, Marines, Navy, and Air Force who are stationed at Offutt Air Force Base here in Bellevue. They are an all-volunteer team that is extremely proud to be a part of today's event. Now approaching the reviewing stand is the men and women of the United States Strategic Command, one of our nation's 9 combatant commands. U.S. STRATCOM is commanded by Admiral Cecil Haney and Command Sergeant Major Patrick Alston.
Welcome, U.S. STRATCOM. And following U.S. STRATCOM, we have the Air Force Weather Agency. The Air Force Weather Agency is commanded by Colonel William J. Carl. AFWA has over 1,300 military and civilian personnel here at Offutt Air Force Base in 23 geographically separated locations around the world. AFWA's mission is to maximize America's power through the exploitation of timely, accurate, and relevant weather information anytime, anywhere. AFWA, welcome.
Up next, the 55th Wing Warfighters Formation, commanded by Colonel Mark Williamson. This represents a cross-section of the organizations assigned to the 55th Wing. The personnel in this formation represent the past, current, and future deployed airmen from the 55th Wing. They are a true representation of the Wing's motto that the sun never sets on the fightin' 55th.
It sure doesn't, and these folks are all over the world all the time. Any given day, they're out there protecting our freedom. We want to thank them. And following them is the 55th Medical Group, Erling Berquist Clinic, commanded by Colonel Stephen Mounts. It consists of 4 squadrons, 55th Aerospace Medicine, 55th Dental Squadron, 55th Medical Operations, and 55th Medical Support Squadron. The Mighty Medics mission is to excel at patient-centered care, train premier medics, and fully support Team Offutt's missions. All told, the medical group supports almost 48,000 DoD beneficiaries in the Bellevue and Greater Omaha community and was named the 2012 Best Clinic in the Air Force. Congratulations and welcome.
Thank you for giving me all those shots.
They're there when you need them.
All right, the 55th Maintenance Group, commanded by Colonel David Carlson, is comprised of the 55th Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, 55th Maintenance Squadron, and the 55th Maintenance Operations Squadron. Together, they provide maintenance and support functions to assigned RC-135 and E-4B aircraft in order to meet worldwide reconnaissance, command and control, and combat support demands critical to warfighting commanders and national leadership.
And welcome to the 55th Communications Group, commanded by Colonel Jeffrey Granger. It's comprised of the 55th Communications Squadron and 55th Strategic Communications Squadron. I want to say thanks, Colonel, for letting us borrow some of your fine troops this morning to set up our little setup up here. This group links the warfighter and national leadership through worldwide command, control, communications, computer, and information technology vital to the 55th Wing, U.S. Strategic Command, and Air Force Weather Agency and associate units at Offutt Air Force Base. Welcome, guys, and thank you.
Up next, the 55th Mission Support Group, commanded by Colonel Charles D. Cool, is comprised of the 55th Civil Engineer Squadron, 55th Contracting Squadron, 55th Force Support Squadron, and the 55th Security Forces Squadron. Together, they provide vital mission support through engineering, security, services, supply, transportation, contracting, and deployment readiness to over 40,000 active duty and their families, civilian, and retiree personnel at Offutt Air Force Base.
Next, we have the 55th Operations Group, commanded by Colonel Mohan Krishna, is Air Combat Command's largest group, consisting of approximately 3,200 personnel. The group has operational control over 12 squadrons and 1 detachment worldwide. It employs 13 models of aircraft, including seven different types. Their responsibility includes the Air Force's most diverse flying operations, supporting intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, command and control, presidential support, and nuclear treaty verification missions worldwide. Thanks, guys.
Here's our Grand Marshal for the parade today, Lieutenant General Retired Robert Henson. Robert Henson serves as the founding executive director of the National Strategic Research Institute at the University of Nebraska. He joined NSRI on August 1st, 2012 after serving 9 years as Vice President of Government Programs and Corporate Lead Executive at Northrop Grumman Corporation. Henson served 33 years in the United States Air Force, retiring at the rank of Lieutenant General in September of 2003. Henson is a command pilot with more than 3,000 flying hours, primarily in B-52, FB-111, and B-1 bomber aircraft. Henson has numerous awards and decorations.
Welcome, Bob. And also, please welcome the Honorable Mayor of Bellevue, Rita Sanders, and the next Governor of the great state of Nebraska, Governor-elect Pete Ricketts. Mayor Sanders, Governor-elect Ricketts, Senator Sue Crawford, and Senator Tommy Garrett working together to support our veterans and military families. Thank you guys for coming out this morning. We appreciate the support.
Next is Nebraska State Senator Sue Crawford of District 45. Senator Sue Crawford looks forward to being a strong voice for the Bellevue Offutt community, including our veterans and military families in the unicameral. Sue thanks all of our veterans for their service to our country.
And we want to welcome honoree Catherine Shudak, remembering Rosie. She worked at the Martin Bomber Plant, and her Rosie co-workers managed to help build a total of 1,585 B-26 Marauders and 531 B-29 Super Fortresses before the end of World War II.
This is the Springfield VFW Post 9558 and American Legion Post 143. Veterans still serving the veterans and youth around Springfield. We offer scholarships through the Voice of Democracy and Patriot Pen contests and support education on flag etiquette to schools, baseball, and to help those in need.
And please welcome the 1st Nebraska Volunteer Infantry. The members of the 1st Nebraska Volunteer Infantry portray those Nebraskans who answered Lincoln's call for men to put down the rebellion in 1861. Many of the members of the unit are descendants of Union veterans of the Civil War and are members of the Sons of the Union Veterans of the Civil War and the Daughters of the Union Veterans of the Civil War. We honor the boys in blue. Welcome Nebraska's 1st Volunteer Infantry.
Here we have the VFW Post 7064 out of Tabor, Iowa. First, we have a 1942 Ford Jeep pulling World War II 75-pack howitzer with driver Merrill Sargent. Next, we have another Army Jeep World War II trailer with the VFW sign. That's the driver is John Howery, a quartermaster. Next, we have a 1951 M37 Dodge Troop Carrier from Korea, and that was used as an ammo carrier. And then we have a 1952 M37 Dodge Troop Carrier, back from Korea, well before my time.
Yeah, they might be Korean War vintage, but they look like they could still get the job done today.
And all of these vehicles are being driven by the Post 7064's veterans.
Thank you guys from Tabor. I know you make it over here and we appreciate it. Thanks for your support. Enjoy having you. And up next is the Air Force Association Omaha chapter. Please welcome the Air Force Association Exarban and Omaha chapter. It's the force behind the force of our United States Air Force, advocating aerospace power and education and support to Air Force members and their families. Formed in 1946, AFA was a driving force in the formation of the Air Force as a separate service in 1947.
Next, we have VFW Post 2503. It's the largest post in all of Nebraska, and it's been serving veterans for over 80 years. This honor guard performs over 250 military services for veterans.
Thank you guys for coming out this morning. Appreciate seeing everybody. That truck looks like it could still get the job done too. Welcome from Benson. Thanks guys. Appreciate you being here. We also want to welcome the Heartland of America chapter, Military Officers Association of America. Heartland of America chapter of MOA is the fourth largest veterans organization in the United States with 400,000 members. Membership is open to all active, retired, and former officers from all branches of the military. Thanks, guys.
Next is the Military Order of the Purple Heart. The mission statement of the Military Order of the Purple Heart is to foster an environment of goodwill and camaraderie among combat wounded veterans, to promote patriotism, support necessary legislative initiatives, and most importantly, provide service to all veterans and their families. Locally throughout the year, they carry out their mission by being a primary financial supporter of the Homeless Veterans Program. They also volunteer at the Eastern Nebraska Veterans Home in Bellevue and the Veterans Medical Center in Omaha.
Thank you, guys. No higher honor, right?
That's right.
Thanks for being here this morning. We also want to welcome Chapter 279, Vietnam Veterans of America. Vietnam Veterans of America is an organization dedicated to Vietnam veterans and their families. Along with the Disabled American Veterans, William V. Brooks Chapter number 47. Service is the cornerstone of DAV's longstanding mission to fulfill America's promise to those who sacrifice their blood and their health for our nation. The William V. Brooks Chapter number 47 is in the forefront of that effort with trained service offices located in the Military Veterans Service Center on the campus of Bellevue University. Thanks to the DAV, you guys do great work. We appreciate you coming out this morning. We thank you for your service as well.
All right, next is the Eastern Nebraska Veterans Home. This is one of 4 veterans homes in the state of Nebraska, and the home here became part of the Bellevue community in July of 2007, formerly known as the Thomas Fitzgerald Veterans Home, and is now the Eastern Nebraska Veterans Home, and they've been proudly caring for our American heroes for over 30 years.
And they do great work out there. If you haven't been out to see that facility, it's impressive. It's a tribute and an honor to the men and women who have served our country, and they do great work out there. And next we have the Bellevue University Military Veteran Services Center. It's the largest on-campus veteran center in the country. They offer services to all veterans in our community and open the center as a way of serving those in our community who have served us all. Led by Director J.R. Richardson, their teaming partners include Nebraska Leader Corps, the Veterans Administration, and the Student Veterans of America, along with Disabled American Veterans, helping our veterans get an education. You guys look out for them and take care of them. We appreciate that. Thanks for your service too.
Next is the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs. The Department of Veterans Affairs is the nation's largest integrated healthcare system. At the VA Nebraska Western Iowa Healthcare System, we provide exemplary services that are patient-centered and evidence-based to nearly 54,000 veterans in Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri.
That's good work.
They consider it a privilege to serve America's veterans by focusing on their needs to heal their bodies and restore their lives.
That's an impressive vehicle too. It's like a mobile unit.
Road trip.
Yeah, there you go. That's getting the job done right there. And following our folks from the VA, we have the Bellevue East and West High School Air Force Junior ROTC cadets. Cadets from the Bellevue East and Bellevue West High Schools JROTC programs proudly carry 50 American flags, one for each state. These programs are nationally recognized, award-winning programs, and I never get tired of seeing these kids. They give selflessly of their time. They learn about discipline, commitment, honesty, courage, and integrity, and they represent some of the finest youth in this community and are the future leaders of this community. So thanks, guys and girls. Appreciate your support.
All right. Special thanks to today's Dignitary Breakfast title sponsor, Sac Federal Credit Union. It was held prior to today's parade.
You know, I said earlier, Sac Federal Credit Union is really a tremendous partner in this community. They have offices that offer a full range of financial products and services. They're committed to providing veterans with service. They've got locations all across the city and right here in Bellevue. Sac Federal Credit Union is also one of our sponsors, and we want to thank Sac Federal Credit Union. Better banking, better life. Thanks, Sac Federal Credit Union. Thanks for sponsoring our breakfast this morning, too.
I'm not sure if I'm in the right part of the program, but I think this is the American Veterans Motorcycle Club.
Yeah.
Their mission is to unite veterans as a group who enjoy the freedom to ride. Each member has served or is still serving and come from all branches of the armed forces. I feel like I was just in an episode of Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, that was excellent.
Welcome to Charming. Riding in this world all alone.
That'll get your blood flowing this morning.
A crow flies straight.
Yeah. That'll get you feeling good. And we also want to welcome Heritage Ridge, the retirement community, proudly saluting all the veterans in the Bellevue area and around the world. We're proud of you, greatly appreciate all that our veterans have done. To show their gratitude, they offer a discount for retired military personnel in their independent living, assisted living, and memory support apartments. Conveniently located off the Kennedy Freeway and Fort Crook Road. Thank you, Heritage Ridge.
I think there was a strategic pause because there's no way I could do a left, right, left with all that motorcycle stuff.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, those that'll get your blood flowing this morning. The MVET's Bellevue chapter. They got a chilly morning for a ride, but I don't think they mind. Hey, we want to say good morning to Mayor Sanders, who's made her way back over to the viewing stand. Good morning, Mayor.
All right, here we go. Bellevue East High School Air Force Junior ROTC coming down. The Bellevue East Air Force Junior ROTC program has been building citizens of character dedicated to serving their nation and community for over 46 years. The cadets participate in numerous activities to include Cyber Patriot, Kitty Hawk Honor Society, nationally recognized drill team, and community service to the Bellevue Offutt community. The unit shares the Air Force core values of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do.
As I mentioned, you're looking at some of the future leaders, not just in this community and in this state, but in this country. These young men and women learn about discipline and honor and hard work. They give selflessly their time. And it's not just another extracurricular activity. They're learning how to be leaders and how to be the kind of young men and women that'll help continue to shape and lead this great nation. So thank you. We also want to welcome our Grand Marshal, Bob Hinson, to the reviewing stand. Thanks this morning. Thank you for your service.
All right. Here we have Offutt Cub Scouts Pack 457. Pack 457 Cub Scouts serve the Offutt Air Force Base community with boys in grades 1 through 5, and the pack is chartered by VFW Post 2280 Honor Guard. Has been in existence for over 50 years, providing community service to the Bellevue area and achieve for the Cub Scouts to grow and prosper.
Welcome, Cub Scouts, another great leadership opportunity and activity for the youth in our community. And thanks to the moms and dads that volunteer and give their time to help with these young men and women, too. Is there a school you guys are associated with?
Yes, Sarpy and LeMay.
Sarpy and LeMay. Base housing. All right, LeMay Elementary, perfect. So a lot of those kids are from base housing over there at LeMay Elementary. I went to Peter Sarpy as a kid, which was in base housing too. We also want to welcome Bellevue Elementary Kiwanis Kids. It's a youth group of 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. They meet twice a month to do community services. They have helped at Mabel Rose Estates, the Open Door Mission, the Veterans Home, and the VA Hospital. They've also made blankets for Children's Hospital, collected 1 million tabs for Ronald McDonald House, and collected items for Rainbow House. So thank you for your service and your volunteerism.
Okay. Next we have the Rising View and Victory Apartments. This is a Bellevue Offutt community that has been transformed into a modern and friendly community showcasing renovated and new homes and recreational areas. Rising View and Victory Apartments are open to service members, their families, and the entire Bellevue community. Rising View and Victory Apartments are proud to support military members serving at Offutt and want to thank all of our active duty members and veterans for their service to our country.
And we also want to welcome the Combat Vet Motorcycle Association, an association of combat veterans from all branches of the military who ride motorcycles as a hobby. Their mission is to defend those who have defended our country and our freedom. They're veterans helping veterans, willing and able to provide various types of assistance to active duty or veterans that need help with a variety of matters. Thanks, guys.
Slugbug Blue.
Oh, beat me to it.
All right. We have Metropolitan Community College Military Veteran Services. They serve active duty, reserve, and guard service members, veterans, spouses, and qualified dependent students, enabling them to succeed in their educational and career goals. To achieve this, we will provide timely, specific, and authoritative guidance regarding educational benefits and support services tailored to meet individual needs.
And following Metropolitan Community College, we have the Bellevue West Air Force JROTC, JROTC. They feature the men's, women's saber drill teams as well as the Kitty Hawk Air Society. So we've seen Bellevue East, now we're represented by Bellevue West. We got the best of the Chieftains and the best of the Thunderbirds joining us this morning. Got a little time here. Now, I've never been in learned the drill like the ones that are coming with the rifles, the drill squads, but one of the neighbors, my neighbors across the street, he served in the West JROTC. He's in college now doing well, but I would see him out in the yard endlessly practicing and drilling with his, is there a better term for that I'm not coming up with? Yeah. It's,
this is...
Once again, we want to say thanks to the Bellevue Chamber of Commerce for organizing and putting the annual Veterans Day Parade, a way for the community to come together and say thank you and to honor our veterans and our active duty military. I'm going to watch this for a minute.
I think this is very nice, very nice.
Bellevue West Saber Drill Team.
Nice job. Nice job.
It's impressive. This is essay contest.
So is it the Warrior?
I think I see essay contest on there. Yep. So we want to also thank our essay contest sponsors and our essay contest winner, Alex. Special thanks to the Nebraska Educational Savings Trust, title sponsors for the essay contest, along with First National Bank. Our essay winner this morning was Alex Wolick. I hope you were able to hear his essay this morning. He's a 6th grader at Two Springs Elementary. He wrote and delivered a really terrific essay with a great message to us all this morning. So thanks, Alex, and thanks to the Nebraska Education Savings Trust.
There are some other sponsors as well. We had the silver sponsor was the Heritage Ridge Retirement Community, and the bronze sponsor was Ando Firearms, Irwin's Jewelry, FP Associates, Nebraska State Senator Sue Crawford, and the Omaha Storm Chasers.
All right. Hey, and welcome Girl Scouts, Spirit of Nebraska. Founded in 1912, Girl Scouts of the USA is the preeminent leadership development organization for girls with 3.3 million members worldwide. Girl Scouting builds strong leaders by engaging girls in discovering themselves, connecting with others, and taking action to make a difference in the world around them. Girls in grades K through 12 can discover the fun, friendship, and power of girls working together. For more, go to girlscoutsnebraska.org. Thanks, Girl Scouts. It's always great to see you guys out here every year. And I think some of our Scouts are doing double duty, carrying some thank you banners for Papillion Sanitation for sponsoring our golf cart, for thanking Booz Allen Hamilton, our warm-up sponsor this morning. So many smiling faces. You guys having fun? All right. Getting some exercise, having some fun? All right. Hi. You can do the Mustangs.
Okay.
Welcome to Papillion Sanitation. They want to thank all the veterans for their dedication and sacrifice for our country. We also want to thank them for sponsoring our golf carts this morning. Thank you to the City of Bellevue and Offutt Air Force Base for their continued support of Papillion Sanitation. No job too big or too small. Please call Papillion Sanitation for all your trash needs, 402-346-7800, or visit their website at papillion-sanitation.com. Don't just lose it, reuse it, right? They do some great work with recycling. Always get great service. Thank you, guys. Thanks for being a sponsor, and thanks for supporting our veterans.
All right, coming up next is probably my favorite. When I turned 16, my mom promised me a 1966 Ford Mustang.
Did she deliver?
I'm 44 years old, and I have yet to see my 66 Ford Mustang. This is as close as I'm going to get. But this is Mustangs of the Midlands. 2014 marks the 50th anniversary of the best iconic muscle car in the world, the Ford Mustang. Today's entry consists of cars from each of the 5 generations of Mustangs. Entries today come from the Mustang Club of Omaha, Midwest Stangs of Omaha Council Bluffs, Capital City Mustang Club, Platte Valley Mustang Club of Columbus, Siouxland Mustang Club of Sioux City, Iowa, and the Kansas City Mustang Club. Each of these clubs and their members proudly salute our veterans, past, present, and future, and they thank us for our service to our country.
Yeah.
And if there's an extra 66 Mustang, please come see me.
Yeah, one of my favorite entries every year. You know, especially the 66, 65s, and even up to I almost feel patriotic when I see those things. There's something American that's a sense of pride about that car.
Love it. Love it.
Now, I'm not an expert, but it almost looks like we're going almost in date order, oldest to newest.
Yeah, they are. This looks good.
Yeah, it's a car that redefined what American cars are supposed to be.
Nice.
Yeah. You know,
that maroon one looks good.
As long as I'm dreaming, I won't pick and choose between an old one and a new one. I'll just take one of each.
Yeah. Now my wife won't let me have a Mustang. She says I'm too old.
Never too old, right?
Yep.
I see a few Shelbys and
look at the
GTs.
paint job on this
looking
one.
nice,
Very
guys.
nice. Very nice.
Sharp. Oh yeah. It'll get your red-blooded going. You know, I just don't think there's one that I wouldn't like to take out for a spin. If any of you guys want to give me a ride to the Chili Feed afterwards,
if any of the Mustang drivers want to switch seats,
yeah. Now see, there's the Shelby Cobra, right?
Yep.
Now that's
nice. That's
just a little extra under the hood. I'm not a big. I don't know.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
And I'm sure none of these ever exceed the speed limit. Nope. Not unless on a closed course somewhere, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's so terrific to see such a great turnout from the Mustang Club today too. You know, not a whole lot more days left this year where you can probably take that top down and go for a spin. So we're glad you chose to come down here this morning and show your support for our veterans and, you know, show your engagement in our community. We're sure happy to have you and glad to see you down here supporting the Offutt community and the veterans here in town.
As I see all these Mustangs go by, it just makes me remember that I have a Honda Odyssey minivan.
Yeah, I know, and I drive a station wagon.
Great.
Yeah, how about that one?
Yeah.
That looks brand new. Very
I will
sharp.
trade you the keys to my minivan right now.
Yeah.
It's just saying. Seat 6. It's even got a sunroof on it.
And we also want to welcome
It's racing white.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, Bicycle
Bellevue
Club.
Bicycle Club. Thanks for coming this morning. Bicycle Club, fun, friendships, and fitness on the most amazing machine, the bicycle. You know, we got great trails around here for bikes. We really do. Group rides, weekend trips, and social events for novice, intermediates, and advanced riders. Find us on Facebook or at bellbikeclub.org. Meetings the first Monday of each month, 6:30 p.m. at Richmont Village, the Bellevue Bicycle Club.
There's the Benson High School Army Junior ROTC. It was established way back in 1936. The school has been recognized as an honor unit with distinction for the last 19 years by the Department of Army Cadet Command. The unit was recently selected by the D-Day Committee to represent the state of Nebraska to march in the 70th anniversary parade in Normandy, France.
Quite an honor.
The Corps of Cadets is led by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Katie Glessman and is under the direction of First Sergeant Daniel Falcon and Lieutenant Colonel Michael DeBolt.
Yeah, they made the news all over the state with that trip to Normandy in honor of D-Day. Congratulations and thanks for being here this morning. We also want to welcome State Farm Insurance, Matt Ricchini. I know that guy. Matt and his team are serious about working with you to protect your income and your assets. If you're insured by a company that doesn't have a local caring agent like Matt, call or stop in at 22nd and Capehart. I think it's 292-1900. Matt wants your business and wants you protected by the best insurance company, State Farm. Thanks for coming out this morning. Thanks for showing your support. I don't see him. is. Is there a dog in the car there? Yep, that's it. It's dachshunds.
This is the Nebraska Dachshund Rescue Organization. They are a no-kill organization formed in 2007 as a nonprofit, all-volunteer group dedicated to saving dachshunds. Their rescue dachshunds come from kill shelters, owner surrenders, and puppy mill discards. Their goal is for each and every rescue dachshund is for them to be placed in a safe, loving, forever family home.
Thank you. You bet. Just a shot of hot's fine. Nice Jeep, too. I like that. Welcome also to Hillcrest Health Services. It's been enhancing the lives of aging adults and their families in the Bellevue area for more than 40 years. Hillcrest Health Services offers the region's largest continuum of health services for aging adults, independent and assisted living, inpatient and outpatient rehabilitation, long-term care, memory support, adult day services. Coming soon is the Grand Lodge, a resort-style retirement community that will feature 102 independent living apartments as well as assisted living and memory support, a clubhouse with a heated indoor saltwater pool and day spa. Sharp stuff. Thanks, Hillcrest Health Services.
Up next, the Bellevue West High School Thunderbird Marching Band. Under the direction of Kyle Hagen and Marcus Eckhoff, they compete throughout the fall, bring home many top awards from competitions across the Midwest. The Bellevue West Marching Band is the 2004 Nebraska State Marching Band champions. They were a 2012 Bands of America Grand National semifinalist in Indianapolis and a 2013 class champion at the Bands of America in St. Louis, Missouri.
Bellevue's home to some of the finest bands in the state, and you're looking at one. Thanks, guys. And thanks, Kyle, for coming out and bringing them out. And following the Marching Thunderbirds, we have Bellevue West High School Cheer. Welcome the Bellevue West cheerleaders and the students participants in the Little T-Bird Cheer Clinic. The cheer team promotes school spirit, pride, and is active in promoting civic responsibility. So it's great to see the cheerleaders come out along with their Little T-Bird Cheer Clinic out here on a cold morning, but still showing plenty of spirit. Yay! Good job, girls.
Next is the St. Mary's School. They have a long time involvement with the military here. Every year they honor our veterans with the wonderful assembly, and they definitely love us veterans.
Thanks, St. Mary's. Got the bikes, got the strollers, got the dogs. You guys are all set. Everybody's bundled up and ready to go. Also joining us this morning are the Rough Riders, a group of people who enjoy getting together throughout the year for various events, including trail rides and parades. No Trail Boss membership dues. Whether you're exploring the trails near your home or traveling to a distant park, the back of a horse is a great way to enjoy the great outdoors. Do not go where the path may lead. Instead, go where there is no path and leave a trail. Happy trails from the Rough Riders. Thanks. Thanks for coming out.
That's some real horsepower, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, good one.
Thank
Nice.
you, thank you. I'll be here for another hour.
Yeah. Beautiful horses, and you can tell they're well cared for and loved. And thanks for coming out and showing your support for our veterans. And just in case. Get it?
Is that for us? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see?
All right, next is the Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. It's dedicated to provide fast, friendly, and accurate tax preparation. Are you interested in taxes? Call today for information on upcoming tax courses and how to become a part of the Jackson Hewitt team.
Good morning. Thanks for coming out. Good morning. You staying? Oh, sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You got her.
Here we go. Cornhusker Corvette Club. Vets with Vets. They're a group of veterans with the Cornhusker Corvette Club that are proud to have honorably served in the United States military and are proud to be Americans. They currently have 50 members. They proudly own and drive Corvettes. They participate in parades, autocross races, drag races, rallies, car shows, cruises, and they drive them every day. They love their vets and they love their country. Thank you for coming out.
Thanks, guys. I love some of the personalized plates on these too, and I noticed this guy here in the red, he's even got his license plate molded around the front of the frame of that thing.
You know, I noticed about Corvettes is they only seat 2, and my Honda Odyssey seats 8.
Yeah, there you go.
So I am willing to trade my Honda Odyssey for
6.
any of these Corvettes. Actually, I would trade my Odyssey for anything at this point.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling, and I don't blame you. Yeah, these are some sharp-looking cars.
Nice-looking vets.
And most of these guys are veterans coming out here to say thanks and honor and salute our veterans. Time to put them in storage, or are you going to drive it all winter? Yep. All right. Yeah.
Just,
I don't think I've ever driven a Corvette.
Just let me drive it to Lincoln and back.
Yeah, see,
That's all I want to do. Just Lincoln and back.
Easy to please.
That blue one, the ZR over there, that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's sharp.
No trade?
Tops down, heaters cranking. All right. Not many days left where we can take the tops down this year, I think, but
the Air Force Weather Agency is working on that.
yeah, we were getting an update from their senior forecaster this morning about next week's cold, and it's certainly coming.
Yep, they said it's going to get warmer in May.
Yeah, in May. Yeah, if we're lucky. Yeah, I don't think I've actually ever driven a Corvette.
I've never driven one.
I know I haven't driven a Corvette. I think I've gotten a ride in one once. They're addictive. Will it replace the coffee in my life?
I don't know. When I was at the Honda dealership and I sat in that Odyssey, oh, those seats just wrapped around me. I looked back and saw that bench seating.
Yeah, tons of room.
I said, oh, man, I can get so many groceries in this thing. I was sold.
I'm thinking I could give up coffee and I wouldn't need the caffeine if I could drive that to work every morning.
I like how seems like every time there's nice cars, they seem to stop right in front of me.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
Just teasing me.
Just reminding you what you don't have. But what we do have is a great community out here supporting our veterans, recognizing their service to our nation and their role in our community. We want to thank the Bellevue Chamber of Commerce for organizing this event every year. Doris and the staff there do a great job of getting it put together with the help of a lot of volunteers. The parade committee meets every year. It takes a lot of coordination with the police department and the fire department, with various city departments and staff to come pull this together and make it happen for the community and really give the community a chance to come out and say thank you to the fine men and women who have served our great nation, made us the great country that we are today.
Yeah.
Last fling before, I think you're right. I think the tops are going up. And
yeah, this is great. I was this time last year, I just came back from a year-long deployment out in the desert, and to come back and see all this is awesome. I missed all this over the last year, so this is really great to see all this come out.
Yeah, well, we're glad you're back. Yeah. Thanks for your service over there too.
Cool. Thanks. Yep.
No. Also, we want to say thanks again to the Bellevue leader, Bellevue Public Schools. We want to remind everybody, too, that following the parade at Mission Middle School, there's a chili feed. I think it's $5, maybe? $5 for a nice hot bowl of chili after the parade, so if you want to warm up and meet some of your friends and neighbors in the community. Mission Middle School is just right to the west of us here, and they'll be having a chili feed starting at 11:30 following the parade this morning. And we also want to thank, again, our sponsors. We want to thank Beardmore Chevrolet. Since we're looking at a bunch of Corvettes, we might as well thank Beardmore Chevrolet here in Bellevue. Great community partner. They provided us this stand up here for the announcer's booth. And They've always been really active in supporting our community, always really active in assisting veterans. So Beardmore Chevrolet right up on Fort Crook Road. Stop in and see them if you need anything. I love that nice, quiet
Nice color. That's
hum.
a good color. Good color.
Just a nice hum, and you know that they could roar at any moment. It's like they're slowing down at the turn down there. That just gives us more time to admire your cars.
Is that Guy Fieri?
Maybe. You know, we are fortunate to live in a community. You know, Bellevue's Nebraska's oldest community, the longest continuous settlement in the state of Nebraska, I think 1820. Fur traders set up shop here, so it's the oldest town in the state. There's a tremendous amount of history, living history and history here in Bellevue and in Sarpy County and where we live. You know, take some time to explore these places that are right here in our own backyard. You'll find out that we live in a really tremendous place. A few years back when the Lewis and Clark's Centennial was going on, there was a lot of different activities in town. You can find these kind of activities all the time at the Sarpy County Museum. Located at 2402 Clay Street in Bellevue, explore Nebraska's birthplace. Want to know what Offutt looked like prior to World War II? Come find out with our scale model of Offutt Air Force Base as it looked in 1937. Take a tour of Bellevue's historic buildings, view old historic photos, and join us on December 4th for a Christmas party at 2 p.m. Sarpy County Museum. Thanks, guys.
Next is from Bellevue Public Schools. We have Bertha Barber Elementary School. It serves 175 students, pre-K through 6th grade. They have an active PTA with involved parents and a great staff. Bertha Barber is the home of the Bobcats.
All right, go Bobcats.
Bellevue's Public Schools Early Childhood Program partners with families in the community to help ignite a love of learning in children. The programs are intended to complement the education that a child receives at home through playtime, books, and conversation. Their early childhood program includes home and community-based special education services, preschool, partners with parents, and the Early Childhood Center.
And they're out here this morning to say thanks to the veterans. We want to say thanks to the Bellevue Public Schools. We have some of the finest schools in the state, in fact in the country, and you know, they do a great job. They truly are champions for children. We also want to recognize and thank the Bellevue Public Schools Transportation Program. I got a 2.5-year-old at home who absolutely loves school buses. Points them out every time he sees them. Bellevue Public Schools proudly serves the students and families of the Bellevue-Offutt community. Over 10,000 students attend 20 schools in Bellevue. Bellevue Public Schools operates its own transportation program. They transport over 1,600 students to and from school each day. Bellevue Public Schools salutes the men, women, and families of Offutt Air Force Base, all military families, and all of our veterans. Safely getting our kids to and from school where they can learn, grow, develop. Bellevue Public Schools. Thanks. You know, I know that Champions for Children is their motto, but it's the way they live too. I mean, you get to know some of these people, the teachers, the administrators, the principals, and you won't meet a more dedicated, you know, service-oriented bunch of people who really help shape this community and give back. So thanks. Hey guys, you having fun? All right. You guys are staying warm in there, aren't you? Yeah.
No. Yeah. The back seat on the bus is the best, especially if you have a crazy driver who goes over speed bumps.
Yeah.
Back seat.
Is it bumpy? Is it fun? All right. Which school do you go to? Ah.
Next is the Great Western Bank. They're a full-service institution with 18 locations across the Omaha metro area. They offer a variety of different products, including free checking. Currently, when you open a checking account at Great Western Bank, you earn $50 in cash. They always ensure that the customer comes first because their mission is to make life great in the community that they serve.
Thanks, Great Western Bank. Appreciate you guys being out here.
Thanks for filling your bags with cash and throwing it. Oh, it's candy. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
And up next, we have America's Guardians Motorcycle Club. The America's Guardians Motorcycle Club is a nationwide public safety motorcycle club whose membership is comprised of active and retired members of law enforcement, firefighters, military, and medical professionals. As a public safety club, they believe in old-fashioned family values, honor, dedication, honesty, pride, and integrity, and will at all times conduct themselves so as not to bring embarrassment or shame on any of these values for which they stand for. Their commitment is to be able and willing to help those who cannot help themselves while living the standards set by their chosen professions. Welcome, America's Guardians Motorcycle Club. Thanks, guys. I like those three-wheel ones. Very nice. That's a nice mix of bikes, too. See, I like that. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thanks. We'll share.
Next, we have the American Red Cross. They have been serving the military family for over 130 years, and it is their privilege to serve those who serve our great nation. Around the clock and around the globe, the American Red Cross provide emergency communications and access to financial assistance 24 hours a day, 365 days a year for military members and their families during times of emergency.
And I'm really not biased just because my wife works at the American Red Cross, but they really do tremendous work, not only on the disaster services side, but on the blood services side. Tremendous organization. Thanks, Red Cross. And we also want to welcome Bank of Nebraska. Hey, Lori, how are you? Bank of Nebraska is a locally owned bank celebrating 40 years of serving the citizens and businesses in the Bellevue-Offutt community. Bank of Nebraska's commitment to our community is founded with pride and service to our customers and ensures that you're getting a quality bank with trusted services to meet your financial needs. Thanks, Bank of Nebraska.
All right, here's Games Gone Wild. They bring a mobile gaming experience right to your door, specializing in birthday parties and fundraisers, but it's also for block parties, tailgating, school parties, corporate events, and much more.
Oh, thanks.
The enclosed trailer you're seeing there is air-conditioned, heated, and runs entirely on its own power. It holds up to 24 players with Xbox, PlayStation, and Wii on its 4 big-screen TVs. Book your next event 30 days in advance and save. Call 402-241-WILD today.
All right, fun stuff. And welcome to Pentagon Federal Credit Union, providing superior financial service to our military defenders. Pentagon Federal Credit Union, serving Army, Navy, Marine, Coast Guard, Air Force. Thanks, Pentagon Federal Credit Union. Thanks for coming out and showing your support. They brought some motorcycles along, they brought some kids along. They got their flags. Is that your oh, that's your plane? Oh, nice. And the banner flying overhead. Thank you. Now that's when you know it's a real parade. Thanks, guys. That wind's getting cold.
That must be the rock bluff thresher. Yep, okay. Here we have next on these old tractors is the Rock Bluff Threshers. They try to keep alive what the farmers used to feed the nation. The tractors today represent what was used for power for World War II and the Korean conflict. 4 of their people today are veterans from different services.
Thanks, guys. You come out about every year. First year you had to educate me on the John Deere B versus the John Deere A, and I appreciate that. You know, it's one of those iconic things. You know, we've seen the Mustangs, we've seen the Corvettes, we've seen the Harley Davidsons, so those iconic American brands that built America. John Deere, I don't know if there's one bigger or better than that, than John Deere, that built America and continues to. So that's a 1940. Nice. And a 1949 John Deere A. All right, got it. See, I think you're the one that taught me that a few years ago. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you being here. Oath keepers, they're out of order.
These are the Nebraska Oath Keepers. They're here to preserve freedom for future generations.
Thank you, Oath Keepers. They honored their oath. Honor yours. Thanks for coming out this morning. supporting our vets.
Next is the Wagon Wheel District of Boy Scouts of America. They serve more than 1,500 youth in Cub Scout packs, Boy Scout troops, crews, and teams in Bellevue, Papio, and other cities in Sarpy and Cass counties. There's a spot just for you. Come join in the fun and adventure.
Good morning, Boy Scouts. Troop 231. And I see some Cub Scoutsmen there too. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Is your troop out of a certain school or multiple schools? Okay. Okay, all out of Bellevue, multiple different schools. Thanks, guys. Thanks, moms and dads, too. We know it takes a lot of your time, but it's a great opportunity and a great learning experience for these guys. And up next, we have the Bellevue East High School Chieftain Marching Band. The 2014 Marching Chieftains are led by drum majors Gabby Amaro, Nate Brown, and Zach Brown. The band is under the direction of Mr. Patrick McCarty and Mr. Jonathan Pinkerton. Guard staff includes Anthony Riederer and Aloha Moaki. Percussion is instructed by Dana Murray. Welcome to the Marching Chieftains, Bellevue East High School.
Right behind them is the Bellevue East High School Spirit Squad. They continue to uphold the tradition by combining the Belvedettes varsity dance team with the cheerleaders to create one squad dedicated to supporting Bellevue East High School. The Spirit Squad is led by Captains Zach Burlingame, Veronica Dalzell, Lexi Johnson, Malika Kaitov, Kiara Kohler, Jade McNeil, and Nicole Somlu. Sorry if I messed any of those names up.
I think you did all right. I wonder what's tougher, the 4th of July when it's 105 or the Veterans Day when it's 35. They don't seem to mind though. They seem tough.
They're still smiling, or their smile is frozen.
Yeah. Thanks, Marching Chieftains and Chieftain Spirit Squad. And up next we have Sam's Club. Sam's Club in Papillion just opened on September 25th. Come on into your Papillion Sam's Club and just mention the Bellevue Veterans Parade and receive up to $25 gift card when you open or renew your membership. So that might be a good idea after the chili feed, after the parade. Pop out to the Sam's Club in Papillion, mention the Bellevue Veterans Parade, and receive up to a $25 gift card when you open a new membership or renew your membership at Sam's Club in Papillion. Now open at 72nd and Cornhusker, roughly. So thanks, Sam's Club. Appreciate you coming out and showing your support.
I like your rotisserie chicken. Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah. Uh-oh. You dead?
Check. I think I'm dead.
All right. Oh, yeah. We also want to welcome Twin Creek Cinema. Twin Creek Cinema, having just recently completed a renovation, makes this theater family-friendly environment with the latest in wonderful values. Located at 3906 Rainer Parkway off 36th Street in Bellevue, Twin Creek is popular for their $5 Movie Tuesday and $5 Student and Faculty Thursday with drinks and popcorn, which makes a great value. For Marcus Loyalty members, your value is increased. Every Tuesday, your popcorn is complimentary. The recliner lounge chairs, which are awfully nice, now available in all 16 theaters. New bistro and select theaters come, watch a movie, and enjoy meals created by our chef. Take 5 lounges, an extremely comfortable point to relax either while you wait or just to unwind. In addition, they'll be featuring Nebraska games and many other sporting events on the big screen. Now that sounds exciting to me as well. So thanks so much to Twin Creek Cinema. Appreciate you guys coming out and showing your support. Thanking our veterans, and they've recently remodeled pretty much the whole place, and it's a nice experience. It's a great experience for the whole family. It's also a great experience for moms and dads to get away on a little date night once in a while. or a date afternoon once in a while. I think that's my Sunday plan. Once again, we want to say thanks to the City of Bellevue, Mayor Rita Sanders. We want to say thanks to the Bellevue Chamber of Commerce for putting this great event together. We want to say thanks to our Grand Marshal this year, retired Lieutenant General Bob Hinson, our Grand Marshal. We want to say thanks to all the fine men and women from Offutt Air Force Base, U.S. STRATCOM, for coming out this morning and showing their support and spirit in honor of our veterans. And don't forget, following the parade, there's the chili feed in the Bellevue Middle School, just to the west here. We want to say thanks to our sponsors, to the Sac Federal Credit Union sponsoring our breakfast this morning, to Beardmore Chevrolet for sponsoring here, Booz Allen Hamilton, Papillion Sanitation. A number of different folks came out this morning to show their support, and to thank the veterans for their service and honor our current active duty military men and women as well.
All right, behind the Marcus Theaters, we have Chick-fil-A of Bellevue. I love those little pickles in their sandwich. I don't know how they do it, but those pickles are awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I thought you were bringing me pickles. Chick-fil-A Bellevue, they've been celebrating 2 years. It's the first Chick-fil-A in Nebraska. Our Bellevue friends are thrilled to help us salute our veterans and remind all of our community to follow the cow and eat more chicken.
Well, that little guy wants a hug, and he's going to get it. Oh,
that's awesome.
Nice.
I love Chick-fil-A.
Very nice.
I love Chick-fil-A, 66 Mustangs, and Corvettes.
And you don't love Honda Odyssey minivans.
Yes.
I'm with you on that one.
Luckily, Bellevue Honda's not coming through here. Huh?
Oh, yeah, true. And we want to thank CBS Home Real Estate for coming out this morning and showing their support for the community and our veterans. CBS Home Real Estate is the area's leading full-service residential real estate company. Their Sarpy County office has over 50 of the best-trained, most professional agents in the area. Visit us online at cbshome.com or in person at our office at 42nd and Highway 370, and look for our new office opening soon at Shadow Lake. Thanks, CBS Home Real Estate. And they got the bell. I saw a dog. Is that a Wheaton? Ah, a golden doodle. Gosh.
A snickerdoodle?
Too cute. Yeah. So thank you, CBS Home, bringing everybody out today. Yep, that's good.
10 Metropolitan. Okay, yep. Next year, if all you Honda Odyssey owners want to put an entry in the parade, I've got an idea. Maybe I will be the president of the Honda Odyssey Club. We're going to line this up right behind the Corvettes and the Mustangs and roll through with some Odysseys.
If I can get an exemption and get my Subaru out back in, I'll join you.
It'll be driven by all you soccer moms out there.
Yeah.
All right, next is the Metropolitan Utilities District. Your customer-owned Metropolitan Utilities District is proud to supply water to Bellevue and Offutt Air Force Base and natural gas to parts of Bellevue. Their gas safety dinosaurs, Sniffosaurus, remind you that natural gas is a clean, safe fuel when used properly. If you smell gas, call 402-554-777.
And that F-150 is powered by compressed natural gas. Thanks, Sniffy. Appreciate you coming out, keeping everybody safe. Oh, and we also have a Honda. Is that an Accord?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right, an Accord that's also powered. Live blue, live green, think blue, fueled by natural gas. Thanks, MUD.
There are 3 public CNG fueling stations in the metro area.
Yeah, and more coming all the time. We'd love to see that. We'd love to see it. And up next, we have the Sarpy County Democrats. They honor the men and women who serve our country so that we can enjoy freedom every day. Behind each of our veterans is also a family who sacrifices while their loved one serves our country. Take a moment to say thank you to a person in the military and the family left behind that you support. So thanks, Sarpy County Democrats. That makes me think of Alex's essay he read this morning, the Defenders of Freedom essay. So thanks for being here this morning.
Next is Barebacks and Bells. They are a local nonprofit horseback riding club that teaches all aspects of care and riding, and it's open to all ages. They use an acronym, APJAR, which I assume says APJAR, which stands for Awareness, Perception, Judgment, Action, and Responsibility as their core values.
And I said earlier, I've never ridden a Corvette. I've never ridden bareback on a horse either. That's cool. Yeah, I got to. That looks good. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you being here. And our final entry for the parade this year, the City of Bellevue Snowplow. You know it's coming, folks. Maybe Wednesday next week? Is that what they're saying? In tradition of the official Veterans Day Parade, we have our last entry Things to come, snow. Thank you to the wonderful employees of the City of Bellevue who will sand our streets and clear our roads of ice and snow to make for a safe commute. Thank you to all the veterans who are serving or have served our great nation. Thank you for everyone for attending. Don't forget, immediately following, we have a chili feed at the Mission Middle School. I want to say thanks again to the Bellevue Chamber of Commerce, to the City of Bellevue and Mayor Rita Sanders, to the police and fire departments for helping make this a safe, fun family event. I want to say thanks to all of our veterans. Rob, I hope you enjoyed yourself. It was kind of fun.
I had a blast. Thanks for having me, and thanks everyone for all the support that you provide us military weenies.
Yeah, you guys do the hard work, and we're all blessed for it. So thanks to everyone for coming out and supporting our veterans. Tuesday is Veterans Day. Make sure on Tuesday that you take time to thank a veteran. Everybody knows one. Moms, dads, aunts, uncles, brothers, people you see in the community, maybe your neighbors. So take a time on Tuesday to say thanks to a veteran, and we hope you all have a great Saturday.